Hello everybody, I am the Inspector, and welcome back to another video. Now, since I have nothing really better to be doing at the moment, I decided I would inspect 3 different ice cream bars that I randomly came across once again at Whole Foods, and let you all know what I thought about them. So yeah, now I think I do believe I might have had one of these before, but in case I haven't, it'll be mostly a new experience, nonetheless. So yeah, but I am excited to try these. So I guess I'll start off with the one that I think I might have had before when I was younger. The organic blueberry Greek yogurt ice cream bar, or as it's called, the low-fat dessert bar. This is a 365 Whole Foods Market product, and it says made with non-fat Greek yogurt, real organic blueberries, and other natural flavors. And it's low-fat with 3 grams or less per bar, so about 60 grams. So if you're looking for a low-fat ice cream bar, this might be something to go to. And this has other natural flavors supposedly in it, and I guess there's 80 calories per bar, and it's a USDA approved organic item. And there's a little thing on the side here that says every single one of the 80 calories in this bar is stuffed to the brim with the rich satisfaction of creamy Greek yogurt mixed in with real organic blueberries. Fun fact, the Greek god Zeus's favorite fruit was blueberries, so he'd enjoy a box of these low-fat treats. Now, for any Greek mythology people out there in the audience, to let me know in the comments if that's accurate or not. Yeah, I guess I'll just get right into it. I do like the visually, this is kind of a little more minimalistic, but I do like that they just lay out the ice cream bar there for you to see with the blueberries to the side. Kind of it is somewhat intriguing. So I'm only going to be trying one of each here because I don't have a ton of time right now to be doing an inspection, but I do have a little bit of time, so these are all individually packaged, which I would expect them to be, but yeah. Well, I can definitely smell the blueberry, and I do like that it does live up to the image of on the carton here. There is kind of a nice little swirl there, so yeah, it doesn't look too bad. And I definitely smell a light blueberry flavor, so yeah. You know, it's a little bit strange. Even though I think I might have had this before when I was younger, I didn't recall that it had that it was made with yogurt. So it's a little bit weird. Because it definitely has a blueberry yogurt flavor to it, but in a you know, with the texture of a frozen ice cream bar. It's a little different. It's not bad though. The blueberry does taste very natural. And once you get into the swirl there, you do start really tasting it more. It's, you know, it's nice. It's a little rich. Although I kind of wish that the yogurt ice cream had a little more flavor to it. I think maybe this is possibly lacking in flavor to a little extent, but it's not bad. But the best part of it is definitely the swirl. And yeah, if you're already a fan of blueberry yogurt, you'll like this. It's definitely got the blueberry Greek yogurt down, that flavor. But yeah, it's got, you know, you can almost taste the texture of the blueberry in the swirl, which I do quite like that. But yeah, it could definitely be more flavorful. It's a little light on the flavor. Like the grainy yogurt texture of it is almost coming in more than the blueberry is, which is you know, I don't know if I love that. It's maybe not quite my cup of tea, but you know, if you really love grainy yogurt, I mean, it's not bad. I think this was much tastier when I was a kid. If this is the one that I had when I was a kid, I recall it having a bit more of a punch than it seems to have here. But you know, it's not bad. Could certainly be stronger in the flavor department, but visually it's you know, visually it's appetizing, and it's, you know, it's tasty enough. Would you know, would Zeus be munching on these? I don't know about that. but I'm sure somebody would out there. Yeah. You know, I just think they're not. Honestly, I will say I would rather these eating that bar did kind of make me rather wish I had just gotten like a little cup of blueberry yogurt and eaten that instead, because that would have probably tasted a bit stronger. Even that would, in terms of the flavor. So, you know, the for what this is, you know, if you need an alternative to a regular blueberry ice cream bar, you know, and you don't mind, you know, yogurt, blueberry yogurt or whatever, you know, this is definitely something that I would say is worth checking out. But yeah, overall, this is kind of this is definitely just a 6 out of 10 for me. It's there's just not really quite enough going on in the taste department, maybe in the texture department too. It's just not interesting enough for me to, like, you know, I would rather just eat this as yogurt than get it as an ice cream bar. So that's one down. The next one is one that stood out to me because of its flavor. I've never seen a ice cream bar based off that's supposed to emulate the taste of London Fog. I'm not really sure why that would be considered tasty, but you know, if they made an ice cream bar out of it, you know, it must be quite tasty. I don't know, for anyone over the, you know, who lives over in London, if you're watching this, you know, does London Fog taste good enough to be, you know, a ice cream swirl bar? But yeah, this is a, how do you say that name? Van Leeuwen swirl ice cream bar. French ice cream is what this says this is. And there are swirls of Earl Grey tea and sweet cream ice cream. So I guess that's what London Fog tastes like. It tastes like Earl Grey tea and sweet cream. So that's good to know. I might have to go to London to taste that fog myself. There's a little saying on the side here that says, "A life without anything good is bad." I guess this does contain milk and eggs, as well as being manufactured in a facility that handles dairy, eggs, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, and soy. So, you know, if you're allergic to any of those things, this might be a red flag for you. Oh, there's a little descriptor on the back here. It reads, "Ever since 2008, when Van Leeuwen was born out of a yellow truck on the streets of NYC, we've been making good ice cream from good ingredients that make you feel good. After all, happiness is healthiness." I don't know if I can attest to that saying, but, you know, sure. And nothing makes us happier than this London Fog ice cream bar. It's got Grey Earl Tea ice cream. It's got sweet cream ice cream. They're swirled together. It's as though the fog lifts with every rich, creamy bite. From Ben, Pete, and Laura. Well, thank you for that description there. And, yeah, they've also got a, you know, for questions and comments, they do have a email here, so, you know, that's kind of cool. You know, it shows that they clearly care, at least enough to, you know, want to hear feedback. But, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to try this London Fog flavored ice cream bar. I will say, just off the bat, this does look a bit different from how it looks on the package. Maybe a little less gray, which isn't a bad thing. I wasn't really sure how I was feeling about having a gray ice cream bar. This is a little more light brown-ish. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. But this it's definitely got a good swirl here. So yeah. Okay. You know, this has the exact flavor of like a lemon poppy seed muffin. I mean, not exactly, but it's such a similar flavor that that's immediately what popped to mind. But it's very sweet. It's very rich. Yeah, that's good. That is a good, hearty ice cream bar. Texture-wise, this is, you know, perhaps I should have let these defrost a little more before trying them, because it's, I guess maybe I personally prefer ice cream to be, you know, kind of silky, but these right off of the freezing rack, from the store, they're, you know, they're a little more, you know, chunky, but that's not a problem. Yeah, that's good. It's strange. It's almost like savory how this ice cream bar tastes. You know, it's definitely different from what you might expect, but it's good. You know, I might have to give this like at least an 8. That's that is really good. The sweet cream really does bring it together. But yeah, that night it was like a nice, the mellow taste of the Earl Grey tea, mixed with the sweetness of the cream. It's a surprisingly nice flavor combination. Like if if it's a hot summer day and you're like, oh, I would really like a, warm cup of tea, but I'd also like a, ice cream bar right now. These might be your go-to. Yeah, that's good. And as this bar gets steadily meltier, there's a slight silkiness to the texture that's coming through. That's nice. We definitely got that down. They got that down pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that honestly, I'm feeling more of a 9. That's a really solid ice cream bar. Yeah, so I'm certainly glad to know. No wonder why so many people live in London when the fog there tastes just like that. Okay. So the final thing here, I'm gonna need to wrap this up quickly, but the final thing here is the Johnny Pop's Cream Minis birthday surprise minis with cream. These once again have 80 calories, and I guess these are gluten-free, peanut-free, and kosher certified. So and these are birthday cake and vanilla flavored pops. Alright, I'm just gonna get right into this. Now I have tried Johnny Pop's before, and I think I did rather like their rainbow pops that they do. So I'm certainly interested to try this. This does appear to be a bit different from their number one flavor there, so I guess I'll just get right to it. Wow. it's pretty interesting. You know, I will say, this does taste exactly like birthday cake batter, and you know, because of that, I'm gonna have to give this an automatic 9.5. But the only reason why I'm not gonna give it a 10 is because I do sort of wish that these bars were, you know, bigger. You know, the mini size doesn't help. The flavor, but this is like, not only is this everything that I would want out of an ice cream bar, it's got the silkiness, it's got, you know, all the it's got the flavor down completely. And visually it's appealing, but yeah, this is just really good. So yeah, these get a 9.5 from me. And yeah, let's see what was in it. Cream, cane sugar, purified water, and a pinch of salt. So yeah, these are definitely the best of the 3 bars that I've had today. But none of them have been a disappointment. Even the yogurt one, which I wasn't as impressed with as those other 2, you know, was still fairly good. But yeah, I think that birthday, you know, Johnny Pop's birthday surprise minis definitely blew those other 2 out of the water in terms of you know, what I personally like, you know, in an ice cream bar. But yeah, so once again, I believe the Greek blueberry yogurt got a 6, a solid 6. The London Fog ice cream got a I think I'm gonna have to. I think I switched it to 9, but because of the birthday pops, I'm gonna have to switch it back to an 8. So yeah, those get an 8, and then the birthday surprise ones, those get a 9.5, and yeah. That's everything for this inspection. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I hope you all are having a good day. You know, take care, and see everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. I should be doing a video every day or every other day from here on out. I certainly plan to, so do expect more regular uploads, and a new kind of content. Yeah. But peace. The inspector is out.